Hey guys, watching 25 here playing KSP once again. Today... Oh wait, where's the fairing? Hold on. Well, as I was saying before the fairing appeared, we will be launching IRNSS-1F. Oh, that's Changzheng. Changzheng. Delta 4. There we go. Here's the BSLV stuff. Was this good for some of my viewers who have watched some of my some of my viewers who have watched some PSLV launches. However, I should just mention the music you might be hearing. That's coming from a car outside. If you're listening to music that loud, I'm sorry, but that's, in my opinion, is a big no-no. Now, alright, launch. So this has both groundlet and airlit boosters. I will just bring up orbit info. I've launched several of these. I've launched several ISRO. I launched several PSLVs in this, trying to get the hang of it. And hold on. Okay, activate airlets. And I will do a locks or an F2 and I will screenshot this just for reasons, but right, and burnout and separation of the ground lit booster. I thought I opened orbit info. No, I do believe we can just pitch over to about here. And of course, there's a PSLV. It has several variants. There's the XL, which is the one we're using now. And there's the CA, which is basically what the configuration it's in now, without the boosters. And cut off. Hold on. Boom. Of course, those are ullage or ullage. I'm pretty sure it's ullage is the proper term for it. Motors. These two little small ones here. What they do is with liquid fuel stages, they stabilize the propellant. They push the propellant to the back of the vehicle. So basically they move in zero gravity the fuel would be kind of floating around. They fire these little ullage motors. That pushes the fuel back. And Bob's your uncle. Engine's safe to fire. There goes the fairings. I believe now is the time I will take a screenshot. F2. There we go. Now let's see. I believe we can just level it out completely. That's what I normally do, but I'm kind of not really sure what to do. Right, we're going to use the RSS to roll ourselves upright. Right now, it's actually good if we're kind of off to the side like that. So of course there's the IRNSS-1F satellite. That, if you're wondering what IRNSS stands for, I believe it stands for Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. I think, anyway. I would not bet on it. I would not bet any money on that Sable RCS, because of course. Oh yes, and please note, this next stage is an SRB. And there's that. Alright, okay. I was a bit concerned there, but that part also includes the engine, so we're fine. So there's Sriharikota back there. Of course, if we were launching into a polar orbit, we would have to perform a dogleg to get around Sri Lanka. Of course, that's why the Americans launched from Vandenberg. Could they, in theory, launch from the KSC? Yes, but they would have to perform. There we go, stage step. They would have to perform a so-called dogleg maneuver, which uses up quite a bit of fuel. As you can see, we're starting to come up. I believe that's the Philippines. No, the Philippines are further. Those are the Philippines. These are part of. I'm not sure what country those islands are part of. I know there's Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and that's in that general area. And of course, there was a lot of controversy surrounding that launch from North Korea. Actually, I do believe it was because they launched from over Pyongyang, and then they went down over South Korea. And of course, the stage landed near Japan and some other places. I don't know why, but that kind of assembly looks weird to me. But also, this, for me, when I first launched it was rather good because you don't see past the SRB separation on the broadcasts. If you've seen a broadcast, this will be launching tomorrow, so I will be at school. But hopefully, I can. But I will probably be able to get the video recorded. As you can see, our apoapsis is shooting up. Our periapsis is as well, so we will be in a. Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's not that bad. So now we're burning the engines too. Well, basically we're doing a burn to depletion. However, those little RSS thrusters... Oh, 5 minutes. I thought we'd been flying for longer. What's our delta V? Or burn time? 4 minutes. Yeah, so this is a 10-minute to-orbit launch, basically. Even though we are in orbit, but... Unlike most navigation systems, unlike most navigation systems, IRNSS is in a geosynchronous orbit because it doesn't need to have coverage around all of the world like, for example, GPS or GLONASS or Baidu. Baidu is the Chinese. Is a Chinese version of GPS. GLONASS is the Russians. Of course, these only need to have coverage over India. There we go. Positive, perhaps. We will still burn up at this. If we would cut off our engine now, we would burn up. Oh, good God! What's going on? There we go. Of course, this satellite has quite a lot of delta V, which is good. It's very good. As we're approaching that peninsula, I'm not sure what the proper term is, so I will not attempt to say anything. That's China there, there's Taiwan. Of course, where the capitalist government fled to, basically, after the Communist Party took over. So yes, we will still enter the atmosphere, but, well, basically... Not anymore. The atmosphere ends at 140 kilometers. Hold on, let's just get this thing to poker. As you can see, it does generate quite a bit of heat. Now we'll begin. And I will try to... Yes, as you can see, the satellite itself is not heating up. The upper stage on the other hand, so I'm also burning the monoprop. As you can see, it's actually not heating up as much as it has been, as I've had it heat up before. Yeah, we're almost out of fuel, so we've cut off. Right about now? No, there's now. Right. Of course, we're just gonna use up all of the monopropellant. But of course, we're not one for wasting things. We might as well use all of it. Right, what is that main island? I'm sorry, I feel... Yeah, I do, but no, that's not part of the Philippines. The Philippines only that. I'm sorry, I'm not that good in... Hold on, was there still... Oh, there was. Point. Like, very little. And we are out, so... Jettison the satellite. Extend the panels. These are the closest things I have. These are from near future solar. It's close we have to the actual panels. Let's zoom out a bit. Of course, what we will do is we will burn this up, or burn, fire the engine. So watch, maneuver planner at the next, or change apoapsis at the next periapsis to 35786. I believe that is correct. So there we go. We're zooming up above the Pacific. However, fudge. I cut that. If you're wondering why I cut that off, oh hey, yeah, that's Korea back there. Okay, we will be fine because the sun is about to rise. Then again, I'm still going to leave that cut off. Right, there we go. Oh, it is unlocked. Good. Is the engine active? The engine is active. There we go. This is the Galaxy VR2. This is a different type of engine from the one we used on the... Oh, there's sunlight. Yeah, then again, the sun is... Yeah, it's just about above. Of course, so I'm guessing that... Also, I'll show you the TOEFL Delta V. So, we don't need to worry about anything. Once we get there, we'll change the inclination. But, of course, the whole point of this is to be above India, which, that's... Yeah, which I didn't quite manage. I got over Africa. Yes. So we're flying. Of course, these satellites do not have this much Delta V, I can safely tell you that. But just a suggestion to India, to ISRO, which is the Indian Space Research Organization, either make an animation of the flight of the upper stage, or put cameras on them. Because I'm pretty sure if you can afford a launcher, you can afford a GoPro. If you're going to be transmitting telemetry, you can quite easily be transmitting video. Now, how long would it take to get up there? 5 hours, that's around a quarter of a day. That will rotate there. You know what, even if it's slightly off, they don't all need to be hovering directly above India, because then the whole thing is pointless. Because of how GPS works, I'm pretty sure it uses kind of the time delay of the signal going there and back to determine your position. But of course you need several satellites for this. To get it from several angles so they can pinpoint your location, because the satellite knows I'm above here, the signal's coming from there in that amount of time, then the other satellite, it's taking that amount of time to get to me, and so on and so forth, and they're like, okay, you are here. Actually, that's a book by Chris Hadfield that you should buy. I am obviously not sponsored by Chris Hadfield. I really do wish I was, but unfortunately I am not. It contains photos of the Earth that he took from the from the cupola, basically. For those of you who are not familiar with the cupola, it's an observation module on the International Space Station. So yes, now you know. Now, the burn is almost completed. Actually, that's a complaint many people have about real solar systems, the long burn times. But in all honesty, it's not that bad. Well, you know, when you have Mectra, but you have Mectra and you don't have to worry about overshooting them. But it's still, I believe it's not that bad. So, for example, okay, 10-minute burn. Okay, tell autopilot to point towards the node. On circularize. Hold on. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I misjudged that quite a bit. Oh, well then again. Yeah, not really. India is in view. So we'll be fine. So that you will get coverage in India. Well, most of India. I'm going to perform a bit of a small roll correction. And once again, a rather long burn. I believe the burn should begin soon. Time more before. As I'll see you once this burn has been completed. See you then. Okay guys, just 30 seconds remaining in the burn. I find it hilarious how overly sized that exhaust is. Do the exhaust sizes also change or something? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Throttling down. Change. Inclination, or is that there it is? Quite node, I want to know where that is. So, yep. Current delta V is 1000 meters per second. So I'm going to have to perform a rotation maneuver to make sure that we get as much sunlight as we can. Because what's the point of having solar panels if we barely use them? Yeah, around half it was blocked by that. Yep, there we go. That's full exposure to the sun. There we go. Engine burn. Basically, you could not have more of that panel exposed. Okay, I'll pause recording and see you at the end of this burn. Okay guys, 4 seconds remaining in the burn. And then I'll get Smart RSS to tell us how we're going. To point us in the correct way. So guys, that was IRNSS-1F. I'm Bot25. Goodbye.